Hello there, I am Test Drive, and welcome to a continuation of our little series of Road to Gran Turismo 7, basically, or Road to the Next Gen Sunday Cup, as I've decided to call it. And we are on our third Gran Turismo game here today, Gran Turismo 3, personal favorite of a lot of people. And I didn't really play this game much as a kid at all. Well, I actually didn't really play it as a kid at all because nobody had it, and everybody had either PS1s with Gran Turismo 1 and 2, and that was it actually. They didn't have anything else. So, I believe we have to go to the car dealer to buy a car, because it looks like we haven't done anything on here yet. And I do know of a very good car that actually fits into our budget here of 18,000, and of course that is going to be the Chrysler PT Cruiser. A wonderful, wonderful starting car that they allow you to have in this game. There's all of our stats. And we shall go ahead and buy this. And we shall take on our third Sunday Cup. And this has been an exciting one because, like I said, I haven't really done too much with Gran Turismo 3. So we shall go ahead and do some stuff with it. I know these might get a little difficult through this. I know that this game tends to get, like, exponentially more difficult as you go through each, like, event. So, I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see if the PT Cruiser can do it. If anything, I could probably put upgrades on it. But for now, let's get into the race. And of course, that means we are onto the PlayStation 2 now as well, instead of the PlayStation 1. And I'm actually going to... Is there? Oh, hey, there we go. Haha! We can turn down stability management. Oh, I gotta hit the OK button, I guess. Stability off, as well as the traction control off, because why not? I believe that's everything that I can really do. I wouldn't want to turn ABS off anyways. But yeah, 145 horsepower apparently. Not too shabby. And I think this is like the actual game options, right? Yeah, that is fine. So let's go ahead and get this started on our first PlayStation 2 Gran Turismo game out of 2 that we're going to be doing, which is exciting because I know, like I said, I know a lot of people have these PS2 games close to their hearts because they had them as a kid or whatever. Sadly, I was not one of those people. I was an Xbox kid. I got an Xbox and Forza Motorsport sometime in 2005, 2006. I was a little bit of a late starter with video games compared to a lot of my friends back in the day. You know, I was only pretty much almost 10 years old, so didn't quite get on it as early as others, but not a big issue. But for Gran Turismo 3, of course, or Polyphony was more on the quality rather than quantity side of production. And what I mean by that is that this game has a third of the car count that GT2 has, I think. Maybe less. I think it might have been 600 and something in GT2, or yeah, GT2, and then this game has, I think, either just under or just over 200 cars total. Of course, that doesn't make it a bad game at all, because you know, content isn't everything. And this game is actually a really solid game. It's got good handling, it's got a lot of racing to do, a lot of different events. So it's not a huge deal if there's not a lot of cars, because honestly, you're probably not going to use all those cars anyways. So it's not really big of a deal at all. And Gran Turismo 4, obviously, when we get to that, will be a bit different as well, but that's when we get to that. That will be the next game, which will come out shortly after this video, actually, because I think I'm going to upload 2 of these a day and see where it goes from there. But yeah, Gran Turismo 3. Of course, if you all have any kind of thoughts or opinions or anything on these games, you can leave them in the comments below. I keep looking back. I apologize. It's my habit. It's my little thing that I do. No matter what game I'm playing, I just end up looking back. Also, we're on the Motegi... What is this called? Motegi Oval? I mean it's oval, but... Super Speedway, I think, is what it's actually called. Is this actually the Motegi Super Speedway? Or is this a, like, fake version of it? I don't remember. Also, this is our first Gran Turismo game to actually run in a native 60 frames per second, which is fantastic. Of course, running at 480i. Other than that, not the biggest thing, but still better than the, I think, GT games ran in 240p on the PlayStation 1. So still an upgrade to the new console. But there we go. There's our first race done at the Super Speedway. And I get to actually keep the music on for at least the menus in this game, which is fantastic. Come on, Mini Cooper 1.3i. You can do it. There we go. 17.8 seconds behind. Very nice. I get to add to my 20 credits I had left after buying this car. Cool. And of course we get a replay, which I will actually look at a different replay. I don't know which one, but we're going to actually go ahead and get on to our second race. Which for the second... I can't talk. For the said second race, there we go, we are on Midfield Raceway, which is a new addition to this game. Never before seen. Ooh, you know. And we shall go ahead and get started on here. Hopefully the difficulty doesn't get too silly. I don't really know what to expect. I just know that it tends to get a little more difficult as you go through things, but that's perfectly fine, like I said. Also, you only get 1,000 credits per race in this game, so sadly this game is not the easiest to gain a lot of money in, to say the least. It's a game that if you want to use a lot of different cars, you're going to have to grind a lot, especially in the beginning. Towards the end of the game, I believe you start getting quite a bit more, kind of like Forza Motorsport 2 actually, except for that game actually gives you a lot of prize cars as well. I mean, I guess this one does as well, but not every car, so you will have to actually either grind or just save your money like nobody's business to be able to keep up with purchasing cars and upgrades and things like that. Some other interesting things about this game, we have an odometer on our bottom right, which is cool. I always like seeing those in games, especially on the heads-up display. I don't know, it's just a little thing that I like, and I like seeing how much I drive cars, I guess. Always fun. And, I don't know. This game was a fairly large improvement over the last one, like I said, besides the car count, but, you know, my feelings on that anyways, so we won't go back into that, but definitely a big upgrade pretty much everywhere else. Oh god, I hit a wall. Oh, it's Civic. I know if I get in front of the Civic, it's gonna, like, draft off of me, but I have no real other options than to try and block. So, we're gonna try and block. Hello, Civic. I am doing a very poor job of existing here. I'm not gonna lie. Hello. Yeah, we're slowing down. We got a turn here. Yeah, what's up? And of course, also, I keep saying that, and of course. Are you getting tired of hearing it yet? Probably. But, also, I should say, that, they're catching up, that there is going to be a playlist now. I've decided that I'm going to make a whole playlist of all of these little, Sunday, Road to Sunday, Next Gen Sunday, whatever the hell it is. The whole little series I'm doing for the Gran Turismo games leading up to GT7, there is a playlist for it. If I remember, I will put it in the description, but if not, you can look at it on my channel. You can just go to the playlist section, and it should be right there. I wanted to keep everything kind of... I like being organized, you know? Organization is very nice, at least in my mind. Ah, shit. This ain't good. Of course, we will be going for victories on all of the races as well, as with the last games. I am not losing to a Civic, basically. In case you didn't hear me, Civic. We only have a little bit of time left, a little bit of track, and I think I have already won anyways, because I think this thing actually has more torque than the Civic, so I was able to climb the hill faster, which is funny. And There we go. There's our second race done. We did not have a Mini this time, but we did have an Alto Works, which I think is the car that kept its same textures all the way up till GT6. Very fun. Another 1 grand for our credit collection. Another replay that I will not watch at the moment. And there are total times, so let's get on to our final race. And here we are on our final race at Trial Mountain, which is also not a, well, also not, so, what am I saying? This is the only returning track out of this Sunday Cup from earlier Gran Turismos, basically. And it has had quite an overhaul. Obviously I didn't show it in any of the earlier videos, but it definitely got a quite large overhaul between Gran Turismo 2 and 3, which is wonderful, and is also one of the tracks, well actually, well yeah, one of the, I guess we'll say one of the tracks that has also gotten a huge revamp between Gran Turismo 6 and Gran Turismo 7, as we will see here in a couple of days. But one of the longer tracks of the game for sure. This is definitely a lot longer than most of the races I've been doing for these Sunday Cups so far, but no big deal. Only 2 laps. We will get her done, you know. And another random thing I should mention is that I am using a RetroTINK 5X Pro to upscale this game at the moment. It's basically just an upscaler. I know, right? Crazy? It's upscaling. It's an upscaler that works with a lot of older consoles and has a lot of cool settings to upscale games, but also not lose the feel of the game from the original hardware, and makes it a lot easier to like kind of record stuff and just play stuff on newer televisions and monitors and stuff like that, which is really cool. So I picked mine up not too long ago, but I have really not used it too much until now. Ford Mustang and then Lotus Challenge and now this have been the games I've used it for, so it'll definitely get its use though, trust me. We got some nice pretty mountains up ahead of us, which is very nice. Very, very nice. And I was looking up, and this is apparently like some of the best settings you can do for PS2 games, at least 4DI PS2 games that I have currently on, so I think it looks pretty good. I think it looks really good actually compared to how it would have looked just straight from like PS2 component cables or composite even. I am very happy with it. And I believe there will be a link to that as well if you would like to view or purchase one in the description below. I'm gonna have to remember to put a lot of stuff in the description. Wow, crazy, I know, right? I think I just hit the rev limiter. That's cool. So our race here on Trial Mountain isn't actually going too bad, which is fantastic. I could have bought the PT Cruiser in a much more interesting color, by the way, but I completely blanked on it. Oops. It happens, it's alright. It's a PT Cruiser, it's already got interesting looks, and it's already interesting to look at is what I'm trying to say here. Alright, we're going to try and keep our speed up through here this time, instead of letting the Civic completely demolish me on the straight. I think I did pretty well. 1.7 seconds ahead. I can hear the Civic getting louder. Mildly disturbing. Come around to one of our final sharper turns here. Come on, PT Cruiser, keep it up. Oh god, I lost a lot of time. Or speed. Not, well, time, speed, same thing. Also, the sun rays coming through the trees here are fantastic. I love that. About the PS2 Gran Turismo games. I think the PS3 ones have them too, but I can't remember. It's been a minute. I know GT4 at least has it, so that's what I'm basing it off of. Alright, let's go. Should I yeet it through the last corner here? I kind of want to, but I also kind of don't want to. I'm just not going to slow down. Easy. But yeah, you can just go off of this and fucking yeet your car. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Absolutely wonderful. And there we go. there is our Sunday Cup for Gran Turismo 3 completed. And I believe we will actually receive a vehicle from this, which is fantastic. And we'll also watch the replay here in a second. We got another 1,000 credits, and I'll be back once we're done with this. Alrighty, let's see what happens now when we hit the exit button and go back to our main menu. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? It is a GT Apex Treno. Very nice. Tofu delivery. I actually remembered which car this was. So, yeah. But there we go. There is our 3 golds. And of course, you can also see a little bit of information here that I didn't really show off, and you can preview, and there's a lot of stuff. But that will all be for a Let's Play in the future. So, that is our Sunday Cup of Gran Turismo 3. With the game status, 0.5% complete. Of course, no licenses or anything. So, it's going well. I'll go ahead and save the game, why not? But while this is saving, I guess I will do my ending here. So thank you all so much for watching this video, and stay tuned for the next one. It's Gran Turismo 4. I know a lot of people are going to be excited for that.